Welcome to Tahoe Sportsline. It's week 13 of the NFL sports season. We have a couple of celebrity experts here in the house this week. Austin, you're one of our hosts for the High Sierra Report, and Nick Rogers, who longtime contributor to this segment.
I like to call myself a celebrity around town.
Well, Coach McLaughlin and Commissioner Tooney, they didn't have very good records last week, so we had to bring in some true experts. But before we get started, let's talk about our Facebook winners.
All right, Orson, you're headed out to Hope Valley on Lake Tahoe Adventure's snowmobile tour, and Shelly's eating good at Base Camp Pizza with $25 from there. It's an easy contest to enter. Just follow us on our Facebook page. Look for the contest. Pick your teams. You bet against the spread, so it's a little bit harder than just picking the teams. And we got some great games this week.
All right, I know we're going to have two of our viewers going against you, but they're eating turkey, Danny and, Houston and Crystal back east. Who are the three games you have on tap this week, Nick?
All right, this week we got some killer games. We got SF at home playing against the Rams, and SF is giving them 9.5 points, which is a big spread for this game. The defense for the Rams has been on fire, and their running game has really stepped up through the year. So if they can control the clock and get a couple stops against the 49ers, I think the Rams can at least cover the spread.
I think you're wrong on this one. I think Kaepernick is done with the woe is me. I don't have any wide receivers. And I think he knows he's got a world-class receiver in Manningham. He's got Vernon Davis. He's got Frank Gore running like a demon. I think the 49ers light it up big time. Kaepernick has his biggest day since the first week of the season.
I'm with you that I think the 49ers are going to win. However, 9.5 points against a division rival with a really strong defense. I'm going to take the Rams on this one.
Remember how they played them last year? It was a tie, so they play well in San Francisco.
Different year. 49ers are rolling.
We'll see.
All right, next up, we got my San Diego Chargers against the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Chargers are giving the Bengals 1.5 points. This is going to be a close one in San Diego. Phil's been on fire all season. He's got receivers that are new to the league, and he's still on fire. The defense is a little shaky. I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm looking for the Chargers to pull this off and head to the playoffs this year.
Sorry, I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think Andy Dalton and A.J. Green are going to torch the San Diego defense. I think it's going to be a big day for Dalton, 300-plus yards. He's going to look really good after this one, and I'm sorry for the Chargers, but it isn't going to happen.
You know, Austin, I'm kind of with you on this one. Cincinnati's got a really solid team. However, they are hot and cold. But Nick is a lifelong Chargers fan, and he directs. I got to have his back.
Yeah. That's right. And look for that defense. If Dalton starts throwing picks, he doesn't stop throwing picks.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, last game is probably the best game of the week, Monday night. It's New Orleans at Seattle. New Orleans is giving Seattle 5.5 points. Other way around. My bad. It's Seattle giving New Orleans 5.5 points. It's a little confusing. But Seattle is playing at home with the 12th-man stadium, which is extremely, extremely hard to play out with that noise. I know they're missing one of their top corners, but still I think they can pull this off and hit the spread and give Drew Brees a little trouble, give him a couple hits.
Listen, you don't bet against Drew Brees late in the year, and the deal is this. The secondary for Seattle, it's all blown apart of all the arrests and everything else. And so here's the deal. Drew Brees is going to light it up. It's going to be a big game. And 5.5 points, got to take it.
Come on, Austin. You know where they're playing, right?
I do.
And they're undefeated at home?
I do.
It's late in the year. Seahawks on this one with giving up 5.5 points. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Tahoe Sportsline. We'll see you next week.